A man rushes quickly through a dark tunnel system, followed closely behind by a woman and children. For hours moving back and forth through the tunnel, carrying various supplies needed for a long stay, including mattresses, water bottles, pillows, food, and even a plasma television. CCTV captured the moment, dated October 6, 2023, the night before Hamas would launch the deadliest assault on Jews since the Holocaust. The man in the footage? The now slain Yahya Sinwar, known as the architect of the October 7th attack on Israel. The video, apparently recovered several months ago, was released by the IDF amid attempts by some Hamas supporters to portray the footage of Sinwar throwing a stick at a surveillance drone in his dying moments as evidence of a brave leader who fought to the very end.
Even on the evening before the brutal massacre, Sinwar was preoccupied with his survival and that of his family, building his escape route.
He was doing that all night alone with his family in order to keep his position classified. It was all happening in Khan Yunis.
According to IDF intelligence, since October 7th, Sinwar spent most of his time in Gaza's underground tunnel systems, believed to be a total length of about 700 kilometers, emerging only to escape, accompanied by bodyguards and with documents, certificates, weapons, and money. For the first few weeks, Sinwar hid in Gaza City in a compound under Shifa Hospital. Hagari added that in February, the IDF reached the underground fortress Sinwar had built in Khan Yunis, but he had fled shortly before, leaving behind millions of shekels in cash. By August, more intelligence footage and circumstantial evidence collected suggested that Sinwar could be in the Tel Sultan neighborhood of Rafah. Intelligence officers observed people walking around with their faces covered, sometimes accompanied by guards. They believed they might have been senior Hamas figures or abductees. On August 27th, Israeli hostage Farhan Qadi was located in the area. On August 31st, the bodies of 6 murdered hostages were recovered from a tunnel in the same area.
IDF operations in Khan Yunis forced Sinwar to flee to Rafah. Last month, Sinwar's DNA was found on a piece of tissue he used, a few hundred meters from a tunnel where 6 Israeli hostages were brutally executed in Tel Sultan in Rafah. Then Sinwar fled yet again.
At the end of September, a letter to the Hamas leaders in Qatar from Gaza said that they were committed to the ceasefire and hostage deal made in July, this appearing to be Sinwar's final message to his men prior to his assassination. It is not clear why Sinwar came above ground, but according to intelligence sources, he may have realized he was being sought underground and chose to hide in one of Tel Sultan's many identical buildings instead. The IDF had also been conducting more ambushes in tunnels in the Rafah region in recent weeks, even injecting them with gas, making breathing impossible. Based on all the data gathered by Israeli and American intelligence agencies, Sinwar led Hamas for at least the first 6 months of the war while staying underground with his family, and that IDF troops came close to him several times, but always arriving shortly after he managed to escape.
Killing Sinwar is the result of a year of operational and intelligence efforts to bring him and other Hamas leaders to justice.